Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Friday, October 17th, 2025. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with an update on Andrade in AEW. Although WWE terminated Andrade's contract earlier this year, the company has sent a cease and desist order to AEW claiming that Andrade remains under a non-compete clause according to a report from Fightful. It had been thought that Andrade was exempt from non-compete restrictions since his release allegedly resulted from a wellness policy violation. Despite this, WWE reportedly still considers his departure to be under standard contract terms. It was further revealed by Fightful and confirmed by F4W Online that Andrade's non-compete is not for 90 days as was previously thought, but rather for 1 year, a policy WWE has adopted in recent years for talent fired from the company for cause. Andrade will reportedly not be paid during this 1-year non-compete period, although he is reported to also be considering challenging the restrictions in court. In injury news, Jacob Fatu is dealing with a non-wrestling related injury that could keep him out of action for an extended period of time, according to Bodyslam.net. Although the nature of the injury is not known, it was reported that it could keep him out of the ring well into 2026. Fatu's last TV appearance took place on the September 26th SmackDown, while his last match was a dark match on the September 12th episode. Prior to that, he had been off television since August 15th. In ratings news, Tuesday's edition of NXT brought in an audience of 690,000 to the CW, an increase from last week's TV audience of 625,000 according to Programming Insider. The rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic was .12 for the second week in a row. Ring of Honor streamed last night on Honor Club featuring matches taped on October 2nd in Lakeland, Florida. In the main event, the Von Erichs defeated the Frat House. 30-year veteran Shannon Moore made his first ever ROH appearance on the show in a losing effort against Blake Christian. In a mixed tag team match, Grizzled Young Veterans and Isla Dawn defeated Carolina Cruz, Gabriel Eros, and Javi. In other results, Wheeler Yuta beat Oro, Diamante topped Aaliyah James, and Sydney Akeem went over Alex Zane. In news from outside the ring, Vince McMahon appeared in court in Stamford, Connecticut yesterday in connection with charges of reckless driving and following too closely resulting from a 3-car accident that took place on Connecticut's Merritt Parkway last July. According to yesterday's ruling, the charges against McMahon will be dropped in 1 year pending successful completion of a rehabilitation program, as was first reported by TMZ. McMahon was also ordered to donate $1,000 to charity and to obey all traffic laws moving forward. Said McMahon's attorney Mark Sherman, quote, "It was good news. Not every car accident is a crime, and the judge agreed he deserved this dismissal and we're grateful for that," end quote. No other further legal proceedings are scheduled regarding the case. In TNA wrestling news, 2 current title holders in TNA are now working without a contract. Cassie Lee and Jess McKay, collectively known as The Inspiration, co-holders of the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team title, are technically free agents since their contracts expired last weekend with no new contract in place. Lee, McKay, and TNA Wrestling are reported to be on amicable terms with new short-term agreement or contracts expected to be worked out soon. Turning to Japan, the GHC National title changed hands yesterday at Noah Star Navigation event in Korakuen Hall with Dragon Bane defeating Galeno for the belt. In the main event, Harlem Lewis and Yoshiki Inamura defeated Kenta and Tetsuya Endo. NXT's Charlie Dempsey also competed on the card, falling in defeat to Kaito Kiyomiya. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.